YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining me for another housing crisis development, and we are headed to Canada again. Remember, Canada is one of the founders of this housing crisis. So is Sydney, so is Auckland, all the major capitals of every English-speaking country that has a free market to buy out our futures. All are facing these same problems. The whole west coast of the United States, from the top of Seattle, from King County, all the way to the bottom at the Tijuana border, Mexican border, is completely bought out, and mass exoduses of people moving eastward. Now, they're trying to do what they did in Seattle 16, 18, 19 months ago when Vancouver implemented the foreign buyers tax. A lot of the real estate agents went south to Seattle and started bringing their customers there to buy up Seattle and skyrocket the prices, leaving empty homes and leaving the city an empty shell. So, Canadian real estate developers are ramping up mainland Chinese marketing. So that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going to happen. It goes back to this article. I'll even do this live for you, so it's not like I'm not trying to make things up. I'm looking up this live. I'm not doctor or anything. It's right here from the CBC. And it's right here. Canada wants more Chinese workers, students, and tourists, immigration minister said. So they're pushing here for 500,000 a year or upwards of that. It's right here, right here. So I'm not making this up, guys. I'm just telling you what's going on and why our real estate market's severely out of control. Canadian real estate developers facing soft domestic demand. Crash the damn market! If people locally can't buy, why are you selling out? By the way, I have my door open, so if anybody walks in, it's gorgeous outside today. Looking to China, Jiawei.com, the largest overseas property portal in mainland China, conducted a developer survey. Developer survey. Over a third of Canadian developers are looking to spend more to attract main Chinese capital. Who did the survey? Jiawei surveyed dozens of North American real estate developers on Chinese marketing plans. The survey focused on Chinese markets, specifically mainland China and Singapore. The vast majority of developers were small, launching less than 500 units in 2016. In fact, 47% of developers launched less than 50 units in 2016, keeping the size of these developers in mind when reading, since it marks an interesting shift. Chinese buyers represent 1 in 10 project buyers. The Chinese market is an important funding source of nearly all North American developers. More than 90% of respondents said 1 in 10 units were sold to Chinese buyers. Jiawei notes that this consists regardless of the size or developer surveyed. Only 13% of Canadian developers have dedicated Mandarin-speaking staff, with the rest outsourcing. Confirmation that the mainland money is significant but not a majority of the building room. Canadian real estate developer plan to ramp up the China market. Canadian developers are looking to Chinese buyers to pick up domes market slack. The survey shows 40% of Canadian developers plan on raising overseas marketing budgets. Specifically, they're looking for scaling efforts in China and Singapore. Nearly half will keep their current budgets only 13% lower. This comes as foreign buyers taxes have hit both Toronto and Vancouver, and Montreal has one in the works. So Montreal, remember, guys, if you follow me on Trends in the Housing Market every Wednesday night, last story I did in Montreal was bidding wars and the prices getting severely out of control. The shift of ramping up pre-real estate construction marketing overseas isn't surprising. New home absorption in Toronto is less than a point away from a buyer's market. The ditto with Vancouver. Developers can either sell overseas to massify lower prices or cancel projects. That last point is difficult as rates rise, sitting on land less profitable. So here it is. Greater Toronto home sales to active. So there's more, obviously there's a lot more for sale than there is what's buying. So one important takeaway from the survey is developers aren't all large developers with dedicated resources to reach mainland market, and noted chasing foreign capital. However, the survey shows smaller developers are increasingly interested in the source of funding. So that's what's happening, guys. We are selling out to the highest bidders, and it looks like China is one of the last bastion of countries with wealth and ushering in as many as possible. There's a lot going on behind this and the underlying things. They publish magazines and journals and flyers to promote Canadian real estate, and it's really sad how the Canadian proper that has actually funded and worked to build these projects. And when you say, oh, you didn't help build those condos, yeah, we built the roads that go to these condos, and we built the hookups for the water and electricity that go to these condos. Don't forget to join me on Trends in the Housing Market tonight, 6:30 p.m. Western Seaboard time. That's Los Angeles time if you get some time tonight. Join in, add me on Skype, and we will keep in touch. Thanks for watching, guys.